You are all belonging to this. We belong to the. You are now belong to the Alpha generation, Z generation. Now Alpha. From this year onwards, Beta generation will come. This 2025 onwards, Beta generation. You are born in plenty. When we went to school by walk, you went to school by bus, or maybe you are going by metro. We used to walk 6 kilometers to go to high school, come back for lunch, go back 6 kilometers, come back. So daily 24 kilometers we used to walk around. That was the kind of situation there. But we had very good teachers, I must tell you. We had the best of the teachers. And today what I am, I thank my teachers. They're best teachers. And my maths teacher, great teacher. My physics teacher, greatest teacher. My chemistry teacher, Papu Hanumantrao, even still is there. And my English teacher, Brentar Comley and Fredel Shulton, they came from PL 480 scheme. They came to India, and he was teaching mathematics. Fredel Shulton was teaching English. Brentar Comley was teaching mathematics. He's from Mexico. That time we were just about 7th, 8th standard, so we were exposed to those teachers from abroad. So that's the kind of learning that we had. But then I must tell you that most of the learning can happen if we can have that open mind, learning potential. I ask you, for the last 14 years, we don't have a TV at home. Why we have stopped TV? Anybody? Any guess? TV wastes you at least 1.5 hours time. TV. And we have a holiday for the cell phone. Cell phone holiday. That's called cell phone holiday. No cell phone after 9:30. It will not be there in the bedroom. And 5G cell phone is a very risky cell phone. It is emitting more radiation. And if you keep the 5G cell phone near your head, your brain doesn't sleep. That is the problem with 5G. I am a biochemistry, MSc biochemistry first ranker, supposed to go to US, but my father said, don't go to Patal Lok, be in this Urdhva Lok, that is in India. You don't get Patal Lok, India ke piche hai, America. He said, don't go to that lok, because it's not, it doesn't sound good for us. You be here in India. Then I'm before you. Anyway, artificial intelligence, lot of things human brain is a very big, tremendous brain. These chakras, however much you do the computing, human brain is beyond one's imagination. And these chakras, these 7 chakras, what we have 86 billion neurons. And most of the connectivity doesn't happen because we don't focus. In the Mahabhagavad, in the Bhagavad Gita, there is a sloka saying that, Chenchilamhi, Arjuna says, this manas is very, very difficult to concentrate. Most of the students are also, how to concentrate is your problem. Please raise hands, concentration-wise. How much you are able to concentrate? Please raise your hands. You are able to concentrate well, or only one side, this side, then ting, then WhatsApp, then ting, another ting, then giving message of WhatsApp, so do like the chatting. All this you keep doing it, and you are losing so much of focus. So that's why Arjuna says, Chenchilamhi mana Krishna pramadi balvadrudam tasyaham nigraham manya vayor viduchushkuram. Then Krishna says, Krishna is a great management like guru. He says, Asamche mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam. Yes, what you said is true. It's very difficult to control the mind. But abhyasanat kaunteya vairagyanach guhite. Abhyas means by practice. Vairagya means keep away all these gadgets. If you don't keep away the gadgets, you can't learn. Gadgets means mainly cell phone and all these kind of things. And not after 9:30, if you see the blue screen, and it's very difficult for the eyes and you can't sleep. Many of you keep seeing, I know, cell phones up to 11 o'clock. I know that. That's why you don't have sleep. I can, if you make me to sleep analysis, some of them sleeping very happily in the audience, means you can, that means you have been seeing the cell phone last night up to 12 o'clock. That is how it is. It will affect you. So these chakras are the ones which will make you think and act and focus. And all the chakras, in fact, I have been doing the chakra dhyana for the last 12 years. I can tell you, the minute I concentrate, I learn. Bhagavad Gita during COVID time, it is 700 slokas. During COVID time, I learned 250 slokas. 250 slokas. Learned, understood. Sanskrit, I learned Sanskrit. During my college days, I learned Russian. I learned, I know Kannada because I studied in Mysore. I know Tamil. I know I have Urdu, Alif Bebre, the Jim Chim, Haikai, Dal Dal Jal, Rede Sin Sin, Toiga, and Jain, Urdu. All these languages I learned. I learned Japanese. So most of the languages I keep learning because the brain has to be active. And because we don't have TV. And focus, that's Agnya Chakra, the third eye, that Varanasi, Agnya Chakra, wisdom, insight and all that. Focus on that. And once you activate them, you are the best of the students in the world. Functionality also, though we have 22 pairs of autosomes and 1 pair sex chromosomes. And each autosome, what is the function of each autosome? And if you see the intelligence, the 6th autosome, it controls the intelligence. And the 5th autosome controls environment. And you can also see the 9th one, the disease one, 9th autosome. And stress is the 10th autosome. Your personality, 11th autosome. And immortality means that without any worries, health problems, that's called 14th autosome. And cures, prevention, 19th autosome. Politics, why some people join in politics, 20th autosome. They have got this 20th autosome is very strong, so they join in politics. This is how it happens in the human. So we are different things. Any amount of computing will not be able to do anything to replicate our human mind. For example, I tell you about our own crime. If you say in the country, we have 58 lakh FIRs registered in our country. And we have roughly about, say, arrests are made, about 53 lakh arrests are made. And we have crime against women, about 4,45,000 crime against women. We have the rape cases, roughly about, say, 31,516 reported. Most of the rape cases are not reported. More than about, say, 80% of the cases are not reported. POCSO cases that protect children, crime against children, is about 37,000 cases. But then, all these now we have got a CCTN. We have got a CCTN, Crime Criminal Tracking Network. Government of India has instituted. We have about 17,535 police stations in our country. But then, if you don't find out what we feed data, all our police stations feed data about accused, about the characteristics, victims and all that. But the data is not enough to say that this kind of person, this kind of is arrested at somewhere. Suppose I want a very bad, dangerous rapist or rowdy sheeter or say a murderer. Suppose he is arrested in Bihar. We should come to know, Panjagutta police station should come to know who is committed offense here. He is arrested in Bihar. So the data mining operations are somehow not happening well. I request NASCOM, kindly help them. I think there is some miss between the data entry and data retrieval, data mining. They are not able to do good data mining. With the result, some people are in the jail. For example, people are in jail. We should come to know who is in jail, because we want you to be more safe. If you are in the public place, if your girl is going at home at midnight, 12 o'clock, my daughter is in the Indian Foreign Service. She is a 2008 batch. She worked in Germany, France and all. And when I used to go to Germany, Berlin, girls used to ride bicycles at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I was wondering how girls are riding, because our systems are very good. Our electronic systems are very good. People who are offenders, they are always kept at track on them. Why can't we make like this? After 10 o'clock, can a girl walk in Malkajgiri or in that place alone? Please tell me, will you be able to go in auto rickshaw after 10 o'clock from Secunderabad station? Yes, very difficult, because you don't know. Because in Hyderabad, out of 150,000 autos, 40,000 autos are run by the people who are earlier committed crime. So we have problem of faith. So we should know who is who and why should they give license to him. Say rehabilitation. But then his propensity to commit crime, some people are there, but they don't do this kind of counseling to them. So this is a particular thing. Anyway, artificial intelligence, sustainable development, Madam has talked about many things. These mathematical skills, first of all, mathematical skills is first prerequisite. Programming knowledge, algorithm and data structure. Mathematical skill, how many of you can come to the dais and recite 19th table? Anyone? Any one of the students can come to the DS and recite 19th table. 1919, 1938, 1957, 1976, 1995, 1994, 1933, 1952, 1958, 1990, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, This is because those days when first standard we have to pass the 20 tables. Our teachers ensured that we learned maths. Now, I asked some students of some AC colleges, AC schools. I called air-conditioned schools. One girl of 8th standard was saying, how many tables you know? I know 10 tables, uncle. 10 tables? You are 8th standard, you know 10 tables. What kind of education are we giving? Please think. If you are not strong in maths, maths is the father of all sciences. You should be strong in maths. Today onwards, write verticals and horizontals in maths. I am telling a practical example. Please take a book and write your verticals and horizontals. It means the horizontals and the verticals. 2 4 3 3 6 అట్లా 3 3 9 4 3 12 5 3 15 6 3 10 అట్లా horizontals. Write verticals. Go up to 20. Your brain capacity will increase within about 2 months. I am telling you, most of the students are here. I am telling you, it will improve in 2 months. You will improve. And then you do yoga, focus, skill, then make the mind calm, then learn. Then programming in a way that private institutes, college and schools, they all teach you. The other things is machine learning basics and data handling. See, data is the problem now. We have so many offenses, so many cases reported, whereas State Bank of India, they will tell you, your account number is this, your FDR number is this, your so-and-so number is this. That means all our data is now in the hands of the hackers. All our data, your Aadhaar card data, any data. We have cases where the caller calls to the concerned person and says that you have an FDR like this, like this, like this. You want to pre-close it. We have an offer. Can you do pre-close? Now OTP. This OTP will come. Tick. Then your FDR amount is snatched away. So like that. Every data is now, there is no secrecy in data. Data is not protected. That's why don't give your phone numbers whenever you go to some cloth shop and all, they'll ask you, give your phone number, you will get some points. Don't ever give phone numbers. They sell the data. They sell the data to other cloth shops. Don't ever give your phone numbers to anybody. Anyway, data handling is a big issue because even today, we don't have skill in what kind of data we should collect. For example, the SLBC. You all seen, boys, please don't move. Hello, please stop moving. If you don't want to come, don't come. But please sit down. Don't keep coming and going. It's not good. Please settle down. You see, the SLBCs, Srisailam Left Bank Canal. So much of AI we have got. We say what kind of soil is there, what kind of tunnel boring machine is there. Is it a soft soil tunnel bore machine or hard soil tunnel boring machine, TBM? And TBMs are two kinds, and which the Metro Sridhar and Delhi, they have used 2 types of TBMs. That is, and they have used Australian technology in tunneling. That what they are now doing in this Jojila Pass in Kargil, in Jojila Pass. They are using, our mail is using, that Mega Indian Limited, they are using the tunnel technique with the Australian technology. And the use of what kind of boring machine should be used, what kind of concreting has to be done. All these you can put the AI parameters and what kind of soil is there, what kind of the roof is there, what kind of, is it a loose soil like Himalaya is there. Himalaya is a loose soil because the earth is moving towards Himalayas 5 centimeters per year. Earth is moving towards Himalayas 5 centimeters per year. That's why Himalayan, your Gangotri, Yamunotri, all are very, very nascent hills. They are all just recent hills. They are not the very strong hills like Vindhya, Satpura or Nalamalai. They are not strong. And so in that kind of environment, how do you build a thermal project? How do you build a hydel project? How do you build other bridges, other dams? Lot of things have to be studied. For that, AI is definitely useful, so that provided you have a parameters. Like Wayanad. In Wayanad, you had such a big calamity in Wayanad. Why did it happen? Because you allowed constructions on the upper reaches where the natural habitat is damaged, and therefore once it was the kind of collapse that happened, many people were washed away. Their bodies also not traced. In fact, 250 to 300 bodies are not traced. Now, whom do you blame? You always blame the collector, the SP, not the SP, the collector or the concerned municipal authority and all, whatever it is. So you wanted, one side you wanted people to visit Kerala because Kerala is God's own country and Kerala wants people should visit. Other side, what are the other minus points of entering into these original habitats? Means plowing through. For example, coastal regulatory zone, I'll tell you, very serious matter. Coastal regulatory zone, earlier it was 2 kilometers from the coast. Now they've reduced it to 500 meters. With that to build coastal regulatory zone. Very dangerous. Should a tsunami occur, the whole things will be washed away. Luckily for Visakhapatnam, tsunami will not come because tsunami comes also, there is that natural dolphin's nose is there. It will not allow the tsunami to enter this side. But then it itself is dangerous. Policies of government which have enabled saying that tourism, but in the name of tourism, if you have buggered up the original habitat, you are undone. So that's the reason why we should also have some public interest litigations to file. And journalism is also using very vigorously. And most of the news and most of the WhatsApp message you get, please be careful because many of them can be engineered. There is a fake news factory, FNF. Fake news factory is created. He creates messages, it goes circulation. Don't do that. And intellectual property rights. There are certain that who has generated, does AI generated content belong to a programmer or the source or who used it? So privacy concerns, so many issues are now developing about the legal aspects. Bias, AI bias. Suppose I feed a data pertaining to Indian diaspora, Indian people, but then I don't have data regarding American people, their physiognomy, their eyesight, their cheeks, their bones, this and that, I don't have data. Then this data only, Indian only it will give. It will not be applicable throughout the world. Professor Chandrasekharan, he was in Madras. He has taken all the lips and eyes and cheeks and ears and he developed a data in the forensics to identify the human face, FRS, the facial recognition software. Initially, he was there about 15 years ago. Later on, FRS, now we have got our command control center in Hyderabad. They have the FRS there, command control center. And you can also identify people who are committed chain snatching, who are committed, who are crossing the red light, or who are committed, who are wanted in other cases. That kind of thing is there. But still, some civil liberty people say, no, it's not good. You will be focusing on certain people like that. And human and systems bias, and then these biases are very, now it's one of the risks that what we are now facing. I will not, because bias is algorithmic bias also. What kind of data we are feeding? Now, I just now explained to you about our police department. We have so much of data we fed about so many lakhs of cases, but what is the return? We don't have return. We don't have much of a return. So, anyway, I will skip off this. The 5 elements. So, the 5 elements what we are now talking about. So, as Mahatma Gandhi said, earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. And there is a sloka, Bhumi Rapanlo Vai Kamana Buddhravach Ahankaram in Binna Prakriti Rasada. What Lord Krishna says, that I have given you earth, water, fire, air and sky. I have also given Manas, Buddhi and Ahankar. MBA degree also. You are all natural MBA degree holders. Manas, Buddhi and Ahankar. Your Buddhi has to control the Manas and Ahankar. If you become Ahankar, like AI can become one day an Ahankar. That movie you have seen now, where the Rajinikanth becomes and he starts loving and all that. You have seen that movie? Yes or no? You like the movie? He becomes human. He becomes humanistic. He doesn't allow the original boyfriend to be with her. He tries to intrude. And this kind of Article 21 also says in the Constitution, it says that liberty includes all this, your environmental protection and then livelihood, healthy environment, everything. The constitutional mandate is very much there. We should understand this, the constitutional mandate. And 48A and 51A, it also deals with environment protection. Most of these things we have this, and this is a very important case. This Dehradun quarry case, where they were excavating, and then it went to Supreme Court, that MC Mehta versus Union of India case, where they said that if you are exploiting now today the Dehradun, tomorrow after 20 years, after 30 years, what should the future generations do? It's first time it was the Supreme Court said, future generational doctrine. That means the world should be handed over in 2025. In 2050, people who are coming, that beta generation, you should hand over as it is today, not deteriorate it down. But Madam's presentation said it is depletion, and you also have that Kalki movie. When the Ganga water will dry out in Kalki movie, what is the year? Kalki movie में कौन सा year दिखाया है? 2978 or 2989, something like that. I don't know. They say, how much? What is that? Good, good. You are seeing good movies. That's good. Okay. What it said, there is no more water because the water doesn't come to Varanasi. Varanasi means these are the two eyebrows. It's called Varanasi. The center, that's Agnya Chakra is Varanasi. It's the center. And Varanasi, the Lord Vishwanath is supposed to be the center of the earth. So everywhere they see that it's the center. But then if you see the water quality, the kind of pollution, can we not do it? Suppose all along, it's called Ganga, it flows in 2525 kilometers, 2,525 kilometers length. In Kanpur and all that, you have a lot of tanneries, and tanneries effluents are going to Ganga, and then the sewerage off treatment. Do we not have the pollution control boards? Do we not have the sensors? Do we not have the data from the sensors? Feed that data into the computer and give charge memos or give cases, file criminal cases against the tannery people, against the sewerage people, against all people. You keep filing criminal cases against them, then only the country can prosper. So long as you don't file criminal cases against the people who are responsible, who are called vicarious liability and direct liability. They have got vicarious liability. Government has got vicarious liability. The IAS officer who is appointed as a pollution control board chairman, he has got vicarious liability to prevent. For example, Patancheru, all this, you see lots of pharma companies, and a lot of effluents are let out in the night, early morning, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Sometimes you see foul gas also comes around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. You experience sometimes foul gas around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Did you experience sometime? That sulfur trioxide type of gases. They also let off because they don't use electrostatic precipitators. So these are all the things which AI can monitor and give charge memos or give charge sheets to them. Arrest, then based on which they can be taken to prosecute. Because if you don't want to reduce now the kind of pollution in Delhi, for example, Delhi pollution is something unimaginable because they burn that sugarcane stumps during certain time. And that whole of Delhi is polluted. You can't breathe also sometimes. Whenever I used to go to Delhi in the washroom, if you sneeze, only black soot will come. That used to be the kind of thing. So I used to take some jaggery, good. That jaggery, if you eat jaggery, it is said that jaggery will reduce this kind of polluted air. All our traffic constables and traffic SIs, they are given jaggery. They eat jaggery because they are on the roads. So therefore, this has created, and then the kind of prevention, protection, use of drones. For example, drones. You can use the drones also over all these factories. This is the waterworks, these sewerage factories, sewerage letouts, or on the pollution areas, on the medical bank companies. You can use the drones and then say that how much they are letting out, and based on that take action. Similarly, agricultural production. And agricultural production also you require them. Food processing. For example, fruit processing also, so much of pesticides. So much of pesticides we eat. If you don't wash your vegetables in salt water, you can't eat. So much of pesticides. So much of whole thing is air pollution, air in pollution control. And so much of key things happen which AI can help in controlling. And then water and drainage leak detection is one of the best things that AI can do it. It can detect wherever it's leaking, like that. And the water and drainage leaks detection is a very important thing that can happen. And flood prediction, where the flood can come and all that, flood prediction. And water conservation also, the optimizing usage of water. And Madam said by 2035 or 40, there will be very little water available in the world. So they can help us minimize the, and medical diagnostics. Madam also said about medical diagnostics, personalized medicine, how much you require. Now once you take a medicine, it goes to the entire body. Suppose your AI moderated things are there, they can only say that much of quantum, you can reduce the medicine's quantity. And the roadmap, say our 5 elements, non-negotiable doctrine, ethical usage of data, ethical leadership, committed officials and junior colleagues, hand over all the 5 elements to next generation, hundreds or thousands years ahead. So thank you, and sorry because you were running short of time. I know that, yeah. Please conclude. I have already concluded, Mr. Mohan, before you told me. No need for a slip. I am also AI myself. So I have got AI chip embedded in me. So I said I have exactly 33 minutes. Exactly, I said I took 30 minutes. So wish you all the best and hope all of you keep this. One last word is this 5G phone, though it's good, it's not good to be kept in the pocket. It will affect the heartbeat. It's not good to keep it near here, this side, because it affects the pancreas. It's not good to keep it in the side pockets, especially by the youngsters, because they will not have children. The sperm count will come down. The sperm count down, that's why you have got so many IVF centers in Hyderabad. So many IVF. Everywhere IVF. It's all because of this phone they keep in pocket. Now where to keep the cell phone? You should keep it like this. We don't know. Where to keep the cell phone, we don't know. And anyway, don't keep it near your head while sleeping. Keep at least 10 feet away, 15 feet away. It is emitting so much of radiation. The report was published in 2020. I read the report. Later on, report is deleted from the Google. You know for the reasons. So don't keep and give a holiday for the cell phone. Detox yourself. Give a holiday for the cell phone. Don't go into the 5 C's. Take care of the 5 C's. Don't chatting. Reduce your chatting. Reduce your cinema. Reduce your cricket. Reduce your cell phone use. Reduce your cable TV. If you reduce 5 C's, you will have 3 hours in a day to study. Then 1500 hours in a year. And then you can climb the ladder. All the best to you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Big round of clap. I request Ravi sir, I think Ravi sir, sir, Dr. Rameshwara sir to please join onto the dais to felicitate our Dr. UMAPATHI sir. A big round of clap.